You and me, let's have a heart to heart. Let's talk about power. So, as someone who is a gray magician, a gray practitioner, somebody who is kind of in between the two extremes that people who believe in duality still try to impose upon the paths of others, um, I do not see power as in and of itself something that should be gained unless you want it, unless you really want it. So we have to ask ourselves, what do we actually want? What do we really want in life? Do we really want the power that we're seeking? If you want it, if you truly want it, if you dig down with deep inside of your spirit and you really examine your mind when it comes to your motivations, your emotions, your imposed uh, doctrine that comes from your family, your society, your culture. If you examine all of these things and you examine yourself most importantly and you desire power still, then seek it. Seek it with all of your might. But a lot of people just want power for minor reasons. They don't want to be a loser in society. Who gives a damn what society says? They don't want to um, earn less money than they think that they should earn. Learn to live with what you have. Um, and a lot of people, they want to have fame in the occult world. I've met many of these people, uh, and they've contacted me. I didn't contact them. And it always comes down to they want to be recognized as being powerful, but they didn't crave power. They just craved recognition. So somebody who's a magician or sorcerer or somebody who is along a spiritual path, a shaman, a magi, anything that you are when it comes to the occult or a shamanistic path or a spiritual path, um, one of the big things that you have to overcome is uh, defining what you really want and getting over how you want to be seen by others, how you want to be portrayed um, in the light that is cast upon you. If you don't, if you don't have a strong association with how you want to be perceived, then it's much easier to live a spiritual life, and it's actually much easier to acquire power if you understand the relationship that you have to society and how those mechanisms work, because it's not complete honesty. Whatever we are in society is not complete honesty. And that's why the goal to power is understandable in society and spirituality, because everyone views us as they wish to view us. And a lot of the time, even when we view somebody as an enemy, um, it's more we're creating a shadow of the worst version of ourselves. And we're saying, I'm going to attack this. And that's exactly what most people in society do without knowing it. They're creating a shadow of themselves, thinking that this is the worst part of myself, I'm going to attack it, when that is not what is manifested in that person. It's just a misdirected self-hatred. Um, and when I say that it's a part of ourselves that we hate, I mean that we can be very reflexive when it comes to combating other people's views and things like that. So we're very fearful when it comes to being incorrect a lot of the time. For a lot of us, it feels like our grasp of reality hinges upon other people's judgment. It shouldn't be that way. It really should not be that way, but it is that way, unfortunately. As somebody who is following a spiritual path that is very, I guess I would say unique, with a little bit of egotism there. Um, I would say that I follow a gray path, one that doesn't recognize duality and left or right hand path as being what everybody else on either path views the other as being. It can be a very lonely path when you're a great magician or a great sorcerer or a great practitioner of any kind, because you straddle the worlds of those who think that they are well defined while knowing that they are not. Being a great practitioner, I've viewed power recently as being something that should only be gained if you have a purpose for it. Power for power's sake doesn't make any sense. Let's say you're a lumberjack and you chop down tree after tree after tree, and there's no draw, there's no purpose for where the trees are going to go, but you just keep on chopping. A lot of time, people just want to be powerful, but they don't really have an idea of how they're going to use that power, what they're going to devote it to. And in the worst circumstances, people actively seek out enemies and try to make enemies in order to use that power to assault them, which is a wasteful and foolish endeavor, of course. So, what I'm getting down to is, if you seek power, if you truly seek it, if you truly want it, then pursue it. I've gotten to the point in my life where I know what I really want. I know what I truly desire, and I know what I want to affect the very fabric of reality with. But that's very vague. And I'm not going to go into specifics for myself, but if you want any form of power, if you delve within yourself and you say, okay, this is the power that I want. This is what I want to do. And I need to get this in order to do it. After much self-reflection, if you decide that, then pursue it with all your might. You have a right to pursue what you inherently want. That's your right. But understand that if you are going to step on somebody else's toes, understand that they have the right to stop you and kill you, if they can. When it comes to power, oftentimes it's the law of the jungle. Might is right. So you have to make your own decision. Are you seeking might, or are you seeking defense, or are you seeking a statement, an existence, a level above this whole game? I'm not above this game, but I know that there are people, there are individuals, there are beings that are above this game. I myself want power to progress my path and to accomplish the mission that I've been given by Odin and Kalima. For you, it might be different. But if you pursue power, just understand that it's a zero-sum game. There's only so much to go around. And your dignitas, like they use it in ancient Rome, it's a term referring to dignity, but also status and ongoing trial and tribulation with other people trying to get above you or below you in ancient Roman society when it comes to the Senate, and recognition from the Roman people. Your dignitas, you have to figure out in what relation you value your dignity or your dignitas to the rest of humanity. A lot of us, we might peel off. We might be like, I don't really want to hold myself in relation to humanity. A lot of people want to hold their relationship in accordance with gods or beings. But however your relationship is to society, or even if it's cut off, know where your dignitas is with society. Know where you fall and where you want to fall. And if you truly have cut the ties with society and your dignitas is cosmic and you're going beyond the materialistic cravings and aversions to society or with society or in society, then know that and and just completely let those things go. Your dignitas is something that you must maintain. You must decide what field you want to play that dignitas in. The material world here, the spiritual world, the world beyond, the causal realm. You have to make the decision how you are going to relate yourself to what you see as power and how you are going to try acquire it, or try to realize it, or try to get to the level where it is complete. What do you want to achieve so that you can achieve the power that you want? At any rate, thank you very much for watching. Try to reflect upon what you want in life, what you view power as being. If you are completely in relation to a society, and if you can, or if you want to, go beyond the association with society that you have, and the association with the societal dignitas that they force onto us. At any rate, thank you very much for watching. I hope that all of you find yourselves, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day.